14. Seat 14, please, and then silently start that survey. Grab that piece of paper. Hey, how you doing? Sit at seat 25 for me for right now. Silently start that and pick up that piece of paper. Period 3, I see you silently starting your survey. That's the expectation. Hi, good to see you. Sit in seat 26, please, which is like by the projector screen. Period 3, I look around and I see people silently working on that survey. Good. Hey, can you please sit in seat 4 with the 4 on the back of it and silently start your survey and grab that piece of paper too. Hi, Luis. Yes, good to see you. Luis, sit at seat 7 and silently start your survey. Hi, good to see you. Sit at seat 18 right behind Christina. 7. Young man, what's your name? Giovanni? Giovanni, come back. Hi, good to see you, Aurelie. Aurelie, I want you to sit at seat 15. It's got the 15 on the back of it, and here's your survey. Giovanni, I know you were probably talking about your seat, but you can't even whisper about that. So that's your verbal warning, okay? Go to your seat and silently start your work. Period 3, it is great to see you. I need about 3.5 more minutes of silent work on this survey. So in total silence, keep filling out this survey. You can see the amount of time left right up here. Go ahead and work on the front and back of the survey. That's okay. That's fine. Hi, Robert. Period 3, you continue to meet every one of my expectations about silently working on the survey. If you finish with the survey early, read the piece of paper that looks like that. You good? Are you done with the survey yet? This has happened before. Go ahead and start on this for right now, okay? It's not a problem. It is okay if you don't finish everything. Take another minute to silently write your answers to the survey questions. I see some people who have finished with the survey reading about the homework. You guys are doing great. 20 more silent seconds. Okay. Is it okay if you didn't finish? What I want you to do now is put your pencil down, look up here, and hold this piece of paper like this. So you're holding the seating chart, and you are letting the other page hang down. Hold the seating chart, let the other page hang down. Now grab the other page with your other hand. So you're looking like this. The staple is in the middle. We are going to do something that sounds cool. You are already doing what I expect, and this is going to be fly if we do it right. You ready? So here we go. Lift it up high, above your head, above your face. Above your face. And when I say rip, then we're going to rip it. We're going to rip it on 4, all right? So we're going to go like this. Do not rip it yet. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, and don't rip it. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, rip. All right? So ready? 1, 2, 3. Ooh, all right, not bad for the first time. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to take this seating chart and put it on your desk. And I want you to take the survey that you worked on and hold it up like this. Survey that you worked on, hold it up like this. You got the survey in your hand. Good. Now put it down on your desk. And I want to tell you something about how I pass stuff into my class. I'm going to teach you a lot. I'm going to fill your brain up this year. I'm going to teach the heck out of English. You've never had an English teacher like me. I'm a crazy guy. You're going to think I'm weird at times, but you're going to learn more than you ever learned in English. And here's how we're going to do passing in papers, because we have a lot to learn. We can't waste time. So this survey we're going to pass in first. People on this side of the room, you are going to pass to the person in the row next to you. You guys, when you get their papers, then and only then do you pass to the person next to you. You guys will then pass to the person over here. You will not get any papers from Christina. You will just pass to Robert. Robert, you are going to pass it to, what's your name? Maria is going to be the person who gets all of our papers. You, Aurelia, are going to have to stand up and give it to, what's your name?
Heidi.
Heidi. And then Luis, you're going to just pass it to Maria. And then Carlos. Ooh, are you two Carloses? Carlos, you're going to pass it to Carlos. You're going to have a little Carlos moment there. So when I say go, you're going to pass it to the side. And then Heidi, you only pass to Carlos, and Carlos, you only pass to Maria when they have all their papers. Point to the person you're going to pass to right now. Point to that person. You are going to pass to Aurelia. Point to the person you're going to pass to. Who are you going to pass to? Miss Ortega? Yes. Who doesn't know who they're pointing to? Stop pointing, that's rude. Oh, okay. Here we go. When I say go, you are going to pass. Period 1 did it in 23 seconds the first time. Period 2 did it in 24 seconds the first time. Let's beat them. So when I say go, you pass. It's totally silent. Do not pass until you get the papers from the other people. But Lenny, you're going to start passing right away. Point to the person you're going to pass to one more time. All right? Ready? Get ready, guys. We got to beat this other period. Ready, set, go. Silently pass to the side. Keep going silently. Okay. So you think you're special, period 3, huh? Okay. Number 1, first place. I see how you think it is. We're going to do it one more time. I want to see if you can do it even faster at the end. But here's what I'm going to do for right now. That was good. I'm going to take attendance. When I take attendance, I want you to read through this homework or look silently around the room, but it should be totally silent in here. You can either read the homework page or look silently at all the posters or wonder if I'm really going to be this strict and odd throughout the whole year, but it should all be silent. If I don't say your name, don't freak out. Natalie. Natalie Alvarado. Oh, I'm sorry. Everyone say this after me. Say here.
Here.
Louder, here.
Here.
One more time, here.
Here.
Natalie?
Here.
Oh, good. Carlos. Carlos Artiga. Thanks. Christina Barajas. What?
Here.
Thank you. Giovanni. Gabriella. So I'm going to stop. Here's what I see people doing. Looking at me, that's fine. Looking at the homework, that's cool. Looking around the room, that's okay. It's all silent though. Malika. Brenda. Brenda. Robert. Juan. Barbara.
Here.
Luis.
Here.
Jeffrey.
Here.
Maria Nunez. Angelica.
Here.
Guadalupe, or Heidi, sorry.
Here.
Carlos.
Here.
Areli. Lenny.
Here.
Jennifer. Eric.
Here.
Daniela. Daniela. Omar. Juan Carlos. Who did I, raise your hand if I didn't say your name. All right, cool. We're going to do a few things in class today. First, I'm going to explain what the homework is for tonight that'll be due on Tuesday. And then I'm going to say a little bit about me. So the first thing I want you to do, I think a lot of you are already looking at this piece of paper. Who doesn't have this piece of paper right here that talks about the homework? Heidi, will you grab that piece of paper, please? Heidi, grab 2 of them, please. Heidi, give it to Areli, please, and give one to Luis. And Areli, will you pass it to Gabby? All right, so I want to explain the first part of the homework. You have 2 things for homework, and track me with your eyes. Homework will always be put here every day. So you have 2 things due Tuesday, binder and letter. The first thing is the binder. I'm going to explain the binder right now. The binder should look like this. It should be a 1.5-inch binder, and it does not have to have this little clear plastic thingy, although those are cool. It does not have to have it. And on the inside, it needs to have these things, and these things, by the way, are right here. It needs to have a pencil pouch. This funky thing is called a pencil pouch. Then it needs to have 5 dividers, and these dividers should be called notes, vocab and roots, grammar, writing, and BHAG tests and trackers. I'll explain what BHAG is later. Then it should have 100 pieces of loose leaf paper. I'll bet some of you in your heads right now are thinking, can I share this binder with another class? The only other class you can share it with is speech and composition with Miss Lack. Another thing some of you are thinking right now is, I already got new shoes, I got this new jacket, which is so fly, but I've already spent a lot of money recently. So if you can't afford to buy a binder, these are actually pretty expensive, these are like $7 or $8, and all the stuff that goes on the inside, your job is to come talk to me. I bought a lot of binders, I bought a lot of supplies, which I will give to you with no questions asked if you can't afford it. But you have to come and talk to me about it. It is not a big deal. I already bought them all, they're in the back corner, and I'll give them to you. You need to talk to me after class or after school and get the binder. Now let me be really clear. On Tuesday, when you come to school, I'll do this. Hi, Lenny. Lenny, show me your binder, and he'll show me his binder, and that's half of his homework, okay? You don't have to have all the inside stuff. That has to be to me by Wednesday, okay? Raise your hand if you have a question about any of this binder stuff. Got to have this binder by Tuesday. Talk to me afterwards if buying it is going to be a problem. It's not a big deal if it is. The second thing I want you to do for homework, flip the page in this packet, is write me a letter about yourself. We're going to be spending a lot of time together. I want to get to know things about you. And I'm going to read this assignment right now, and I want you to say the words I don't say. So in the first sentence, you're going to say grade. I'm not going to say grade. You're going to say grade. So here we go. Y'all on that piece of paper? Period 3, you're impressing me so far. All right, say grade when I don't say it. Dear LPS Richmond class of 2015, welcome to the first day of the 9th. Oh, we can do better. Welcome to the first day of the 9th.
Great.
I am looking forward to a great year together. In this sentence, I want you to say amazing. We are going to accomplish amazing things. In order for me to be the best teacher possible, I need to know, I need to know more about
You.
Your first homework assignment is to write me a letter introducing
Yourself.
The letter should leave no more than 3 blank lines on the page, or should fill up all the blank space on the back of this page. You should not skip lines. Please include the following information, though feel free to write more than a page or add extra. Well, that was pretty good. Do it again. Please include the following information, though feel free to write more than 1 page or add extra. Cool. So I want you to tell me 5 things in your letter. I'm just going to read the bold things. Say like in this sentence. What are you? What are you? What do you think about school? What are you excited about for 9th grade English? What are you nervous about, and what can I do? Those are the things your letter should say. Flip the page, please. This is one version. You can do your homework right here. Don't copy that nice thing. You can do your homework right here on this page. You write, Dear Mr. Hester, and you tell me things about yourself. If you want to use this sentence starter page, that's cool. Flip the page again. If you don't like sentence starters and you want to write it on a blank piece of paper, that's cool too. Take your pen or pencil and put it on the bottom line of this piece of paper. Do exactly what I'm doing right now. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Okay. Pen or pencil on that bottom line. Then go up 1 line. Then go up another line. And then draw a squiggly line right there. If your letter to me is shorter than that, that is an incomplete homework assignment, and you'll get Homework Center on Tuesday. If it is to this line or below, you're good. But it needs to be at least to that line. If you finish right here, that is incomplete, and you will get a 0. So make sure you finish at least to there. Flip back 1 page. If you choose to write it on this, you have to write a lot. So, period 3, if you hand me homework and you're like, I would describe myself as nice because I'm nice. That's not good. That's bad. You need to write more because you're capable of writing more. So I will say, thank you, that is an incomplete homework assignment. You need to fill up the space. Does that make sense? Basically fill up the space. You don't have to write in every little thing, but as much as you can, it needs to be filled up. Call out the answer to this question, period 3. Do you need to write on both sides? No, you only have to do one of those 2 sides. Raise your hand if you have questions about the letter to me. Period 3, yeah.
What if I don't want to write it on there? Can I write it on there?
Yes, you can write it on other line paper, but it needs to be the same line thing. Good question. Or you can type it. Oh, one person in another class asked, can I do both sides? And I said yes. He's like, what would you say if I did both sides? And I said, I would say you were fly. So I'd give you a pat on the head, and I'd be like, great. You can do it on both sides if you'd like. That's the homework. Just flip it back to this page. We are done with homework. So on Tuesday, I'll expect to see the binder and that piece of paper. The thing we're doing next is we are going to learn how I get the class quiet if we are talking. There are going to be times when you're talking and it's totally okay. And so I'm going to show you how we get it quiet. Repeat after me. Everyone's got to do it. Do it. Come on, period 3. And then. Okay. Better. So when we do that, when you hear me clap, it needs to be totally silent in here. So here's what we're going to do. We're about to talk in partners, and we're going to speak in a dramatic voice about something that happened to us this summer. Track me with your eyes as I tell you who your partner is. You two are talking to each other. You two are talking to each other. You two are talking to each other. Heidi, you're going to go first. You two are talking to each other. You're going to go first. You two are talking to each other. You two are talking to each other. You two are talking to each other. You're going to go first. Pink, purple and white, you guys are going to talk to each other. Omar, you and what's your name again? Jeffrey, you're going to talk to each other. You two are going to talk to each other, and you're going to be part of their group. Will you go one seat back, please? And here's what you're going to talk about when you talk. Say this after me. This summer I. Okay, now I need more drama. So I need to hear, this summer I. Oh, weak. Come on. Drama. Here we go. This summer I. All right, better. And you're going to tell your partner something that happened this summer, something you did this summer. And it may be nasty. Or it may be gross or inappropriate. If it is gross, inappropriate, or nasty, you are going to say it in appropriate language. There are no cuss words. There's only appropriate language allowed. So tell them something that you did this summer. This summer I, blah. In every partner pair, there's one person who's closer to that door. If you're closer to that door, you're starting. Right? So if you're closer to that door, you're starting. Raise your hand if you don't know who's starting in your group. Only the person who's starting. Repeat after me. This summer I. Should be half the room. Do it again. This summer I. One more time. I need drama first person. Ready? Here we go. This summer I. All right. So you're going to talk, and then the second person, when they're done, they go, and then I'm going to clap it quiet. Ready? First person, go. Are you guys together? Oh, I messed up. You guys go together, all three of you. I'm going to clap it quiet. Oh my gosh, would you lose your sense of rhythm? Here we go. Okay, so that was pretty good. Next time, we're going to try it, and here's the sentence starter. At my middle school, say it after me. At my middle school. More drama? At my middle school? At my middle school. And I want to hear about some of the drama that went down at your middle school. I know there was drama that went down at your middle school. And so what I want you to do is tell them about it in appropriate language. If you went first, you go second. If you're like a 3-person group, I don't care who starts, just start. At my middle school, you're going to talk for like 30 seconds. Ready, set, go. I'm going to clap it quiet. All right, cool. You guys did a good job. I heard some dramatic things that happened at your middle school. I'm sorry to hear that dramatic things happened at your middle school. But now you know how I'm going to ask for your silence. That's one way I'm going to do it, by clapping it quiet. Now what I'm going to do for the last few minutes of class, oh good, we have some time, is I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself. Right now, all you really know about me is that I'm a strange white guy who asks you to clap in rhythms, and I'm strict, and that I give like verbal warnings over like nothing when you whisper. You also might know that I have a shirt on right now, and I have hair on my head, and that you may know something about me from the retreat. You may know that I wore a white shirt at the retreat, or you may know other things. So what I want you to do right now is think, do not write, the things that you already know about me. Think about the things you already know about me. And in total silence, for 10 seconds, do not write a thing. Think about the things you already know. Now for the next 1 minute, in total silence, I want you to write 3 things you know about me. It could be that you think I'm a white guy, or it could be that I'm your English teacher, or it could be I have shoes on. I don't care what you write. Write 3 things you know about me. Ready, set, silently, go. Everyone I'm looking at is silently writing in the left-hand column. We have about 27 more seconds. You're doing everything that I ask, period 3. If you finish early, think about the next column. Take 8 more seconds, stay silently writing or thinking. All right, first person who went first, when you talked, the person who started with "this summer I," you are going to read your "I knows." Then the second person's going to go, okay? So first person go, and I'm going to say, Malika, you're starting in your group, and Robert, you're starting in your group, and say, I already know that, or I also know that additionally, and go through them all. And then when one person's done, the other person goes. And I'll clap it quiet when you're done. Turn to your partner. Ready, set, go.
I know that he's cool. Additionally, I know that he's very good.
And I'm going to clap it quiet. Fly rhythm, here we go. Boom, 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 boom. Good job. Now I want you to think about the things you want to know. Maybe you're thinking, is he really going to be this strict all year? Or is he going to time everything all year? Or maybe you're thinking about, is this other cell phone in his pocket a cell phone that he took from a student last period because it was ringing? Is he going to take my cell phone if it's out? Is he this weird all the time? Is he really white? I don't know what you're thinking about, but I want you to think about 3 things that you want to know. Do not write, just think for 10 seconds silently. Don't write. Some of you actually may not care about me. You're like, I don't care about this guy, my English teacher, whatever. Pretend that you care about me and write 3 things that you want to know about me in the next 1 minute. Silently write in the middle column. Ready, set, go. If you finish early, silently look at the last column and think about what you're going to write. It is okay if you're not done. Second person, that person who talks second the first time, you're going to start. Luis, you're going to start this time, and it's Jennifer. Jennifer, you're going to start this time in your group. I want you to say the 3 things that you want to know about Mr. Hester. One person shares, then the next. I'll clap it quiet. Ready? The first words I should hear are, I want to know. Ready, set, go.
I want to know if we're going to be happy.
Okay, so what I see is people talking in partners only about the thing I ask. That's exactly right. When you keep doing that, you guys are going to learn a ton this year and you're going to get way smarter. I'm going to talk to you for a few minutes about me, who the heck I am. And the first thing I'll say is, welcome to high school English. You don't have to write this stuff down now. You will have time later. And the other thing I should tell you is I'm going to give a little mini quiz at the end of this presentation, which I'll probably actually finish on Tuesday. So a few things about me. I've taught in various cities before. One city where I taught is San Francisco. I didn't even say this, but you guys are all doing this. I need silent tracking of me or the projector screen. So you guys are meeting that expectation. I also taught in Inglewood, California, which is in LA. I also taught in Newark, New Jersey, which is on the other side of the country. I taught in this city called Pasadena in Southern California, which is right near LA, and now I teach in Richmond, as you all know. Another thing about me, I have lived in Marin County across the San Rafael Bridge and also at Stanford, California. I've lived in England in the past. I've lived in Los Angeles and Pasadena, and I now live in Richmond, California. Where do you live in Richmond? Do you live close to me? Are you going to come to my house? All will be answered in time. Don't you worry. Next question, or next slide. Here are the things I used to do. I used to, when I was your guys' age, I played baseball, and I was good. I was an all-star baseball player. I played basketball in high school. I was good, and I'm still good, and I'll still beat you in basketball. So none of you are better than I am at basketball. Just a little info. And the third thing is I used to skate. I did like that aggressive skating and then skateboarding. And once again, I'm still better than any of you. No matter how good you think you are at skating, I will be better than you. And I'd be happy to prove that to you someday. Where I went to school in Marin County, and I went to a school called Marin Country Day School. Then for high school, I went to the school called the Branson School. I went to Stanford for undergrad. I went to Cambridge for graduate school, and I went to this school called Loyola Marymount for like teacher school. And here's the deal. I'm good at making your brain, think about your brain right now. I'm good at making your brain bigger, at making you smarter. And I'll give a little evidence of that. I already know, I actually didn't tell you this the other day. So 2 years ago, my students were that green line right there. The year before, they got 56% of people on grade level, and then after I taught them, they got 67% on grade level. That means we went up by 11%. Last year at this school, we went from 35% to 52%. So that means we went up by 17%. So I am getting better as a teacher, and we are going to kick some serious butt. Do you know that last year my students scored higher than El Cerrito and any other public high school in this district? You guys better be ready to rock and roll because you're going to learn a lot. And I'm going to talk tomorrow about high expectations, Tuesday about high expectations and what that means. But for now, I want you to spend 30 seconds only and write down one thing that you remember about this presentation I just gave to you. So in the last column, right here, what I learned, I want you to write one thing that you learned about me. Ready, set, go. Silently write. And once you have that thing written down, look up at me. Period 3, you're doing well. Here is what I want to see now. We're going to pass this in, and we need to beat 17 seconds. Make sure your name is at the top of this little thing we just filled out. So go ahead and write your name at the top. Don't worry about the bell. And do not pack up. Keep those backpacks on the ground. When I say go, we're going to pass in this piece of paper, bless you, right here. Are you ready? Hold it in your hand so we can beat 17 seconds. Point at the person you're going to pass to. All right, stop pointing. Ready? You're going to have to go fast, but it's got to be totally silent. Ready, set, go. Oh my gosh, that was dirty fast. 9 seconds? I think it took me 2 seconds to start it, so I'm going to call that 11 seconds. That was really good. So here's what I want to do now. All that paper on your desk, go ahead and put it in your backpack. Thank you. Good job. And put it in your backpack silently. And I'm going to tell you how I always end class. I always end class by saying 2 things. The first thing I say is, time to clean up. When you hear me say time to clean up, that means you do what you're doing right now and you stand up silently next to your chair. Then I say, have a good day or have a great day. And that means you can leave. So here we go. When I say time to clean up, that means you pack everything up and stand up silently next to your chair. Time to clean up. Stay for 1 second. Stay and talk to me if you need to talk about binder stuff. Otherwise, everyone did that just right. Have a great day. Stay for 1 sec.
Academic. Never mind. Regular one. We're going to lunch.
What do you think about class today? You breathe heavy. You breathe heavy to show attitude. Right? I want to let you know you're awesome. I believe in you. I already love you very much. But I don't want to hear that breathing. Because here's the truth. Look at me. You are awesome. I already found that out at the retreat. Hold on, look at me. You're a star. And you say you've got attitude, but it doesn't fly in here, and I don't really believe you. You're awesome. You're sweet. And you're committed to going to college. Right? So, no more of that. And here's why. If other people hear you doing it, then it makes them think that they can be negative. Do you hear me? Cool? Mm-hmm. I'm not frustrated. I'm excited to be your teacher. Goodbye.